Hello there guys, TeqsTV here today, and today we're going to be doing another quick War Thunder video, and this video is going to be of my opinions of the British planes. So as you know, the British planes do have quite a wide variety, mainly fighters. There is a few bombers, but nothing as good as any of the other countries, to be honest, but anyway, they're still really good. So yeah, as you know, you have the Typhoon, the Spitfires, all that good stuff. So the gameplay that you're about to see is me just playing off the British planes. I don't have a Typhoon or anything like that, I just mainly stick to the Spitfires and the Hurricanes. I have a Hurricane Mark II, the Spitfire Mark II-B, the Mark II-A, I have the Mark I, and then I have the really bad Gladiator, which nobody really likes. It's a good starting plane, but you know. But yeah, I'm going to be telling you my opinion of the British planes. So, as you can see of this gameplay, I should be flying some of the Spitfires. I won't be flying a Hurricane just yet. And yeah, I kind of follow the same pattern when in British planes, because the British planes do pick up a lot of speed on the dives. As you know, you spawn quite high up on this game, probably around, in fighters, I think it's around 1,500 meters in the air. Depending on what map, if you're like on a mountainous map, it's around, I think it's around 3,000, 4,000 meters in the air. But anyway, I usually like to climb and then go above everybody else and then dive down, so I've kind of got an advantage. So they kind of don't see me coming, but you know. So I can just dive down, and plus because I'm diving down, for some reason it does more damage. I don't know whether it's to do with speed or something, but you can easily knock pilots out just by diving down straight like on top of them and knocking out the pilot in a couple of shots. So, and then I usually like to use the speed from the dive to climb back up again. The reason why is because Spitfires are really good at maintaining speed. I know I'm talking a lot about Spitfires at the minute, but I'll get onto the bombers. And yeah, so Spitfires, they have a 7mm cannon, 7.7mm cannon, and they do okay damage, but I suppose it's nothing good compared to the Russians or the German planes, because they have really good machine guns on them. The Spitfire Mark II-B does have a 20mm cannon on it, which does quite a lot of damage, and yeah, it can knock out planes in like 2 shots, not even like hitting the pilot, it can just put them on fire. But the downside is the cannons only last about 10 seconds of firing time, and the main machine guns, which I think it has about 4 of them, only last around, I think it's around 12 seconds, which is kind of what it is in real life anyway. So yeah. The second plane I'm going to be talking about is the bombers. So as you know, British do have quite a wide variety of bombers. There's the Wellington, the Lancaster, the light bombers, which are the Beaufighters, the Blenheim, and the Beaufort. Yeah, I think that's it. As you know, the worst is probably the Blenheim, which is a really light bomber. It can only drop 4 bombs at a time, and the Beaufighter, I think, is exactly the same, 4 bombs, but you just have some more heavy machine gun, like machine gunnery on the actual plane. So if somebody's getting up on your tail, you can easily take them out with the rear gunner. There is also some front gunners, which I don't think you can control. On some of the later ones, I think there's some belly gunners, I'm not too sure, which, if you don't know, are like underneath the plane, like the belly of the plane. And the British planes, they are really cheap, and the crew is really cheap to train. I don't know whether it's the same for all the countries, but I'm pretty sure British is quite cheap. The planes, the bombers are really cheap, you know, mainly the bombers, because I just bought the Spitfire Mark II-B. That was only around, I think it's around 50 lions, which, as you don't know, which we probably do know if you played the game. Lions are the currency in this game, and some planes cost more than others, obviously according to the skills of the plane, like the skills required, levels required, the tiers of the planes, the rank that's required. And yeah, so now I'm going to be talking about the Hurricanes. As you know, the Hurricanes on this game, they're quite good planes. They're just below Spitfires, I guess, but they're quite big. They're not as maneuverable. They are for the lower tiers who want to experience like some good fighters that can pick up some decent speed and take out some planes and be good in dogfights. But if I was you, if you're picking the British planes, I would recommend going for the Spitfires. It does take quite a long time to unlock some of the later ones, but it kind of doesn't matter if you're already going down that path anyway. you can work for it. It takes quite a while, but you know, yeah, you're just gonna have to get there. So my overall conclusion on British planes is, I think they are the #1 planes to start out in, mainly because they're cheap. The planes are fast, they have decent weaponry which can be good in any dogfights, to be honest. They can outmatch anything, or they can be outmatched by anything, if you're talking about Russians or Germans, because as you know their fighters are actually really good. And yeah, there is quite a few categories that you can go for, which will help you rank up quite a lot. Mainly, like I said, you should go for the Spitfires, or you should go for the bombers. If you're going to go for the Hurricanes, there isn't really much point because it only goes up to a certain point. To be honest, if you're gonna go for the fighters, you're gonna want to unlock the Jetfires, which are a really good addition in this game. So as you know, the British have two. Well, they have three. In fact, four actually. They have the Meteor, I think they're called. There's one of them called a Vampire. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So there is quite a few routes that you can go down on the British to get the fighter jets, and yeah, those are just the planes that I recommend. So I hope you liked this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you did, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. If you're looking at this video and you're thinking, I'll just leave it subscribing, just subscribe, guys. You know you can. It takes about 2 seconds. So yeah, see you later, guys, and rate, comment, and subscribe.